I think we're good. Are we good? Are we good?
Yep, we're good. We're good.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another BNC. Today is a kind of special one because it's a day early. It's only one day, but we got the Lego Star Wars Darth Vader Bust, set number 75439. Yay! What's up, Crimson Toaster? He says, well, this stream is a bust. And we got Horda66. What's up, Horda66? What's up, Crimson? And look at this handsome, dashing fella that says, long live the Empire. Wise words.
Wise words from that potato, man.
Anyways, I'm going to zoom in on Mr. Bounty so you can see the bill, but I'm here in the background. Yoop.
Yeah, but...
Vader's head. We're getting Vader's head today, ladies and gentlemen.
Vader's head is so good.
You know what? I have a confession to make. I'm going to just lay it out there right off the rip. I changed my opinion on these busts after watching Eminar's reviews and looking at them myself, debating on if I'm going to get them or not. I'm sold on them now. I kind of like them. Mostly the Vader. The Yoda bust is a little creepy, but I'm even probably going to get that one, you know? And I'm just like, you know what? I kind of like them. I still would prefer helmet sets, but good news is there's rumored that we're now getting another helmet set, so I guess helmets aren't dead.
They are not dead.
But I'm like, yeah, I kind of actually like these busts. Just a little. Mostly the Vader one.
Yeah, wait. I knew the one that would probably be more popular, so that's why I went with our good friend Vader here.
Well, did they have the Yoda bust? Could you have gotten that one too if you wanted?
They do have the Yoda bust.
Oh, okay. I saw, because you sent me a picture, I saw the Anzelian starship too, but I was like, that's not super top priority, huh?
It wasn't in the section. But on this little, end cap right by the Lego section, they also had everyone's favorite set, the ATRT attack.
You know, I kind of like the ATRT attack. A lot of people are crapping on it, but I'm like, other than the stickers, it's a good set. It just sucks because it's overpriced. But that's not the set's fault necessarily. If you can get that set for like $30, then it's going to be a banger set, you know? Great minifigures, pretty cool build. The stickers are the only thing that I hate about it.
Oh no! Listen. If for the price, I don't think it's worth it. But in terms of the set itself, I think it's really good.
Hi, what's up? Hi, what's up? Hello. Sorry. What?
Hi, Harris Culpa. How are you doing today?
Yes, hello. Harris Culpa. Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but welcome.
No, but
yes,
I know M&R.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But look, on the back of the instruction manual, it shows the figure you get in there too.
Wow! I think I have like 50 of those Darth Vaders, but a fine addition to my collection. Am I right?
A fine addition to my collection.
So now the real question is with these busts, who do you want to see them make next into a bust? If you dealer's choice, you could pick. If you could magically pick any character, who would you pick?
If I can make Lego bust, what would I pick? Oh wait, no, that's the wrong wording.
Get Lego to bust for you.
But no, if I don't, I probably want them to do something else like that, like an alien or like a kind of weird design next, because I don't know how a human design would go.
Yeah. I don't really want them to do human design ones. Hello, is that Zode? Zode Bear? Hello. I know, because like the Yoda is kind of creepy, even though he's an alien. So it's like, I don't want aliens or humanoid characters. Basically just like the Star Wars helmet sets that these are kind of replacing. I'm like, just stick to helmets. And so there's a lot of Imperial stuff that they could do, you know?
I think I would probably do Grievous or C-3PO.
Ooh, Grievous. Yeah, Grievous would be cool as long as he has like some kind of way to have like his arms out. Like in the lightsabers, that would be cool. Oh, Mayo Husko's here asking for the invite. I'll send it to you in just a minute, Mr. Mayo. 3PO, yeah, that'd be cool. I think what I would pick is a Death Trooper because I've been pushing for a Death Trooper helmet set. And so it's like, fine, if we can't have a Death Trooper helmet, can we have a Death Trooper bust? That'd be pretty cool, right?
Listen, a Death Trooper helmet would make Skyrim bust
Oh yes. I mean, you couldn't go wrong with a Harrison Dula bust. That would be pretty epic.
But yeah, it's very. I think there's a lot of potential for bust.
I'd rather we just keep helmets, if I'm honest with you. But the idea of having busts would be kind of, or I'm open to the idea of having busts now. I didn't like them at first, but I am a Lego Star Wars fan. I complain about everything, so I'm like, yeah.
Listen, if they'll keep doing like a helmet a year, like it seems like they might be doing with this Mando and Grogu movie bust, or not bust, helmet. Then I could see like them continuing like clone helmets and stuff. But then doing busts for other characters like C-3PO. I definitely think there's going to be a C-3PO bust sometime.
That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, Mr. Mayo is here. Welcome, Mr. Mayo.
Hey.
Do you like the planet Mustafar?
Me?
It's hot today.
I mean, it has a cool scene in Revenge of the Sith, but that's all I know about Mustafar.
Cool. Well, how are you today, Mr. Mayo?
Well, I've been awake since 10 p.m. yesterday, so my day started when your day started.
Nice. So, is there any chance that you're gonna fall asleep on us today?
No, because it's only 8:37 a.m.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression you pulled an all-nighter.
No, because I woke up. Well, I did pull an all-nighter, but that's because I woke up at 10 p.m. yesterday.
Okay. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna zoom back in on Mr. Bounty so we can see the build.
So you're building the Vader Bust.
Yes, we're getting Vader head up in here. So he got this set like 5 days early, but now because we waited until Saturday, it's only a day early, but still early, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yes, we are here to build Vader's head, and if you have any questions about it, just let us know. M&R got it before all of us, so
I am gonna ask you what you think when you're done. If you think I should get it, I'm gonna get it no matter what. But I'm probably gonna wait until later and just focus on the Mandalorian playsets first.
Well, I think even this set would be on double points for May 1st. So.
Oh, don't tell me that, because I'm already gonna be shelling out like $700. I don't think I need to do like 900. I mean, it is double points, but I don't need 3 Darksabers. I'll take 2, you know.
Bro's like, I get in this here. You need 3 Darksabers. You need that Vader Bust.
I mean, I could probably sell them and make a little bit money back, but.
So how about that? May the 4th be with you.
It's almost time. Not yet, but almost. Next week, huh?
Yep.
Basically. I'm gonna post on Instagram that we're live. I forgot to do so. But
yeah, I'm just doing a community post to tell people I'm live here.
Cool. Remember to leave a like, everybody, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's set a like goal today for 13 likes. I always do 10. I'm like, let's up it a little. I think 15 is too much, but 13 is probably good. So.
Yeah. I'm excited to see my Lego friends down here where I live again, because I didn't go for March because like the Sauron bust and the Batmobile I found early, so I didn't need to go, and I just on March 1st I just ordered the speed, Skyrim, the speeders and stuff for the So I didn't go March, and in April I really didn't need anything, so I just didn't need to go. So now I get to see my bros again. I get to see my friends. I'm happy. But yeah, I love doing these launch events. They're fun.
Yeah. I don't have that luxury of getting sets early unless
Unless you
buy it
win
on,
the
like,
land,
unless I buy it on eBay for like double or triple the price.
which is what M&R Productions does.
Yeah, he buys his like from like overseas too. So it's like, I think he said he spent like $3,000 on all the Smart Play sets, and I'm like, they're only like $600 to buy all of them, which is still crazy ridiculous. But some like 3,000 flipping dollars. Wow.
Yeah, because he buys it from the sellers that leak all of the stuff out of the China factory.
Yeah.
Well, it's the seller. Well, like whoever, they'll like message him on Instagram, and be like, "Hey, I found this early. Do you want it?" And then he'll send them like the set's 100, so he sends them 3 times the price. That's what he says. He sends them about 2 to 3 times the price of the set, plus shipping, and pays for shipping.
I mean, it's nice, basically he's like, oh, hey, let me pay you an extra $200-$300 for this $100 set. I mean, he can afford it, and that's kind of nice. If I found the set early, I would probably just be like, yeah, if you just pay for shipping, I'll send it to you. And the set. I wouldn't ask for any money,
Well, it's not just the fact that he can afford it, it's the fact that he knows he'll make more money back on the video.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's awesome to stick it to LAN and be like, haha, I beat you. I always love when he gets a review out before any LAN members.
I mean, he's still beat him.
But they're only for Star Wars sets, right?
Well, M&R only does Star Wars typically. Like, occasionally he'll do, like, Lord of the Rings. He'll probably do the SpongeBob set, too, so.
Yeah, so how many Star Wars people in LAN are there right now who the only thing they do is Star Wars?
I don't know. I'm not sub to any of them. I'm sub to, like, 2 people in the Lego Investor Network.
I think one of the only ones in LAN that does mainly fully Star Wars is Solid Bricks. Because I know he does some other stuff, but he's mainly Star Wars.
Yeah, because the big controversy about him is he parroted Lego's nonsense of, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you buy 2 of the Barradors?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when he got roasted for that?
I don't watch any of the LAN members. I can't stand it anymore. You just can feel the lies.
Yeah. So if you can feel the lies, have you seen anything about Brixie quitting LAN?
I, to be honest, didn't even know who that was until the other day when someone was talking about him leaving. I'm like, oh, cool. I have no idea who that is.
So you heard
never watched him.
Vine from someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as a City Update viewer, I was all up in that grill, and then I'm guessing if you didn't know who Brixie was, I guess you don't know who Alex Nunes is either.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in my own little bubble. I just complain about Lego Star Wars, and that's it.
Well, I was also all up in that grill because Alex made a response to Brixie, and both of them are getting flamed right now.
Yeah, I was just showing this because as you build like the frame for Vader's body, you turn the page and then it gives you the option to not have Vader on it, or if you want him on there.
Yeah, so. It gives you the option to look stupid or to have Vader and look cool. I don't get why anyone would display it without the minifigure.
The option to look stupid.
Even the stand itself looks dumb when it's just straight, like it needs that curve to make it look cooler.
So I'm guessing that you guys have no opinion on all that drama.
No.
Okay.
No
I
opinion
don't
on
know
what?
who these people are. So like,
Well,
it's news to me.
I'm the complete opposite. I have so many opinions about all of that going on.
Mm.
So I'm kind of weeding out people who know nothing about it or don't want anything to do with it.
I
Yeah.
watched Big C. No, I watched his video, and
Because was it recommended to you by YouTube?
well, I've subbed to Brixie. I've watched him
Oh, okay.
before.
Was it because of when he did Star Wars reviews?
Not just that. He would also just make some fun videos that I would watch. Just like
Yeah,
you know.
see that there's such a dichotomy with that, and it's like it kind of goes back to, I think, separating the art from the artist. Some people can and some people can't.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what he said. It's like his reviews weren't really the main thing. It's like his other content was, and I mainly watched his other content, not his reviews.
Well, actually, he kind of said the opposite in his "I'm quitting" video, and here's why I quit video. Is that he said he quit because it was he quit for two reasons. One, it was a business decision, and two, because he kept getting called a shill. Well, that kind of comes with the territory being in the LAN, and there being a mob mentality in the comments.
Yes. Real quick, I want to interrupt while the view count is high. Remember, leave a like, everybody, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Just every time the views go up, I just want to remind everybody because we might be
we
getting
got
new
to get
views.
to the like goal. Of
Like
13.
goal, 13 likes. Let's go. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So it's like I just find all of this stuff going in the community right now really interesting.
Yeah,
Honestly, one thing I have to say about that is, and I feel like that's probably the same for every LAN member, is I do feel sorry for them in that aspect. If they genuinely do like something, people are just going to say, oh, well, you're just a shill because you got it for free, and so of course you're going to say that because you got to promote Lego and blah, blah, blah. And
Which
it's like, that does kind of suck.
Which that perspective is part of the mob mentality. And I've talked to some people who think there's elements of jealousy in that as well.
Yeah, but it's been very proven this year, especially like with LAN members basically being told like, hey, you have to say this and that, and now like Lego's not even giving them the smart play sets to review because they don't even want the LAN members talking about it.
yeah, M&R beat him still.
Yeah.
And the very few people in LAN who covered them, a lot of people got turned off. Like that was the final straw for any appreciation they had for LAN entirely.
You lose your if you promote those sets, you lose like your dignity essentially, you know.
Because no one asked for the smart play sets.
No.
Yet Lego spent all that time and all that money.
Not even kids want it. Like I've seen people talk
so,
about their kids
it was
not
so
wanting.
funny. It was so funny. I watched one guy make a video about his daughter playing with it for 5 minutes, and literally at the end of the video, he was like, "Can we move on? Let's end the video. I'm done playing with this."
Yeah, even kids acknowledge that the noises are garbage. Like I accept the fact that it doesn't have to be Star Wars sounds. That would have been 10 times better. But on the plus side, I guess that means now you can use it for other things. I don't think people should justify that, but whatever. But like, they sound so horrible even outside of being used for Star Wars.
Yeah, because like it doesn't sound like the characters. And I've seen some people saying, well, kids aren't going to notice the difference, blah, blah, blah. They'll just be excited that it makes the noise.
They'll still notice that it sounds like dog crap. It sounds like you're in a wind tunnel when you're flying.
And like all these convoluted reasons to justify like all these Lego apologists. who say yes, this is 100% premium, even though there's brittle brown problems 15 years ago, there was brittle blue problems 15 years ago. People complain about the stickers and all these 6x12 plates coming out of the box warped. Yeah, that's totally premium. And it's like
I don't get why people defend Lego, especially when they're not LAN members. What do you gain from defending Lego when you're not a LAN member?
Yeah, and it's like all that goes out the water when in that video I was describing the daughter says that doesn't sound like Han Solo. That doesn't sound like Luke Skywalker. That sounds like R2-D2 when it's not supposed to be R2-D2.
Baby. You mean that doesn't sound like Luke?
And
it's like what?
And it's like if people don't think that kids are going to notice that's not the voice, then they've got rocks in their heads.
Yeah. Like that episode of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs hikes everybody up for Krabby Land, and then it's just like a complete piece of garbage, and it's like, you promised us Krusty the Clown or whatever his name was, and all I saw was Chibi the Cheapskate.
Yeah, Krabby the Clown.
Krabby the Clown. Hey kids, buy lots of Krabby Patties.
And literally just put a tomato on his nose and spray painted it blue.
Yep.
Yeah. No, like, Sky. But, and you know, like, I'm pretty fair, but it's like, you asked, like, why would you defend Lego? Or whatever. I'd only defend Lego if I felt like they actually did something good. Like, you know, if there was an actual... yes, but if there was like an actually good set, an actually good thing that came out.
Yeah, you're nicer than I am.
Like, listen, I already know, but even if I may not get it, I already know what set I'm shilling for. Minister.
But I'm mostly talking about the smart play sets in this context, where it's like,
listen,
there are actual people that are like, they will get on Instagram every day and defend Lego and comment on people's comments saying like, this is garbage. You'd be like, well, actually, it's kind of cool because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why the frick are you doing this? You don't even work for Lego. That's what I find funny. Or the people that complain M&R complains too much, but then it's like, but his complaints are valid, you know?
Yeah, and like the only time I would defend the Lego is if someone was unfairly criticizing them.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
The people who say, just give me a minute to think of some examples.
Yeah.
The sad reality is, you know, we've complained so much about things that now, instead of fixing the problem, the communities themselves just see us Star Wars fans as like, oh great, here they go again complaining. And it's like, well, we wouldn't complain so much if things were good. It's like I say all the time, I just miss when our biggest problem with Lego Star Wars was like, oh great, another Luke's land speeder, you know, or another X-Wing. Those were good problems to have. Now it's like the list just goes on with pupilless minifigures, helmet holes, bad stormtroopers, bad stickers, bad prices. It's like, oh my gosh.
All right, now I did want to say this. I'm going to defend Lego on one thing. Sky's like, oh god, here we go. But I do think that, I know they were rumored prices, you know, like they were not real prices. We didn't really know. But this Vader Bust was said to be $60, and it's $50. So I'll give them that. Like, it's some things do end up being cheaper than the leaks say. So.
Yeah. Prices are where I'll maybe defend Lego, because I feel like even if a set is really good and the price sucks, that's not the set's fault. That's just Lego being greedy or whatever. Hello, JBK6J. Can you read this comment? I have no friends. I just did, and you're welcome here if you want to be our friend. I'll be your friend.
Yeah. The gang's all here. Oh yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's like, it's like you guys know that I'm so hyped for whenever they make another Ewok village.
Provided it's not dog crap, right?
Well, see, even that's the thing, that there'll be a whole bunch of people that are clamoring Lego to make something like with the modulars. Have you guys heard about all those people who either want to see a hospital or a post office or an arcade, or these people that go on and on about a specific type of set they want to see as a modular?
I don't personally, because I only watch people that talk about Lego Star Wars, and I don't think Star Wars will ever get a modular set.
Okay, well, maybe in the perspective of Star Wars, like,
Hello,
is
Ryan.
there like do you see Star Wars collectors who say, oh yes, we want this as an MBS set, we want this as a UCS set, we want that
Yeah.
as an MBS set, we want that.
Battle of Geonosis, Endor Bunker, and Ewok Village, I think, are the next 3 MBS sets people want to see.
Yeah, because like personally, I want to see. I would have been so down to earth and consider buying it if the $1,000 set was an MBS Ewok Village.
Whew, that'd be cool.
Like,
I mean, I think it's possible, but the next one's rumored to be a playset, right? So it's like only gonna be like $200.
Yeah, because it said, because according to that leak at the start of the year, it's going to be $170. So I'm thinking it's going to be more the same size as what was that?
It's gonna be. Sorry, it's gonna be similar to Yavin.
Yes, the Yavin. That's what I was thinking about. I think it's going to be similar size to the Yavin base, which is considerably smaller than the original 2013 one.
It's a good set though. So,
like, that's my that would be my only complaint, is that for it being a smaller retail price, the set's going to be smaller, which in itself isn't the worst thing in the world.
I don't know how to say your name, but hello, and then Super Bear. I don't know what this means. 11995. Are you saying hi to somebody? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings. I hope that the Ewok Village playset is good. It's probably going to be very small compared to like the UCS one, obviously. So it's like we might get like 2 trees instead of like the 5 or whatever it was. Maybe just 2 with like a bridge in the middle. But if the minifigures are good, you know, it could potentially, like, they could, you know, it's Lego, so we'll see. But the minifigures might be better than the UCS one from, what was that, 2012? So that could be nice. But we'll probably get an ugly Stormtrooper with the Fat Trooper helmet, so that's sad. What's up, Scott Davis? Hello, hello.
Hey, Scott. Hey, Ryansky. Hey, JB.
Yep.
Hey...
Ryan's got the Yavin 4 base, is pretty cool on my shelf. Yeah, I got it too. I like it. I think it's a pretty cool set. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah.
Said
Yeah,
like
so like
13
yeah.
today.
So I'm hyping up. I'm hyping up the Ewok Village set. I've also been hyping up a modular post office. So for a while, and there's been other sets that Lego has released that people were really hyped for, but just wanting Lego to make it, not even knowing there was a leak about its release, and then when it comes out, they get super disappointed, and it's like, well, you wanted it, here it is, and
Yeah.
it's like.
Well,
and
we
it's
want
like,
it to be good though too, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, and it's like, if you want it and you finally get it and it doesn't meet your expectations, well, that's a you problem, not the Lego Group's problem.
Okay.
I feel like you're right and wrong at the same time. It depends on what the problem
I
is.
agree. Because I
if
agree
you want
with.
to be specific, if you want to be specific about something, so like my case with the Ewok Village, I like specifically I would want an MBS Ewok village. We're going to get a play scale Ewok village. I'm not a Star Wars fan at all, but I really like the Ewok village. So that's why I was generic in saying, yes, if Lego could come back with an Ewok village, that would be nice. It would be super cool if it was an MBS, say a similar size to the Mos Eisley's Cantina or the Attack on Clouds, the Betrayal at the Cloud City. It would be cool if it was in that scale. But I said it would be cool if they bring back not a UCS Ewok village, not an MBS Ewok village, not a microscale Ewok village, not a play scale Ewok village, just any Ewok village. I'd be perfectly fine. But if people are going to build up expectations just upon the name of a set, not knowing any context about the set itself, like if you know the price that it's going to sell for, then you have to adjust your expectations to whatever the leak says that price is. Like with what was the diorama set? The trash compactor.
Yeah.
Is that even minifigure scale?
Technically, yeah.
So that was minifigure scale, but the trench run isn't?
Yeah, the trench run is like supposed to be micro.
Yeah.
So it's built with like studs.
Yeah, so the trash
But they
compactor.
look great together.
Yeah, so the trash compactor is minifigure scale, but the trench one is micro scale. How cool would it have been if, I mean, I'm not sure what the price of those diorama sets were.
I think they were both like $70 or $80.
So, like, how cool would it have been if they made a $200 version of the trench run and you had gotten a play scale, maybe even a 4+ scale X-Wing with a 4+ scale Vader's, whatever ship Vader used to chase Luke.
I don't think that would work. It would literally just be a giant gray blob. Like the greebling worked for that because it's supposed to be mini scale. But going back to what you're saying, I understand what you're saying where it's like, oh, people hype things up and then they get their expectations up and then like they get their hopes and dreams crushed. But it's like, it depends on what the issue is. Like, I'm not going to complain, oh, well, the Ewok Village should have been an MBS set, even though it probably should have been. But if the minifigures suck, and if the builds suck, and it's littered with stickers, and it's overpriced, because, like, if it's literally just, like, 2 trees and a bridge for $170, people are going to gripe on that. And I think that's fair. And if it's covered in stickers and the minifigures suck, like, come on. Or lack of minifigures, like, if we get, like, a few and they maybe leave someone out, like if they decide let's just leave like say Leia out, that would be incredibly stupid, and Lego is notorious for doing that kind of crap. We'll probably get the main characters and maybe like 1 scout trooper and like 2 Ewoks,
And so the height
can Bounty speak real quick, please?
Okay.
But no, Sky, that's what I was going to say, is that I agree with you. I don't really think, because like we could say like $170 for any other set. Oh my god, that set could be amazing, brilliant, beautiful. Like if you go down about $30, you're getting Malfoy Manor for $140 from Harry Potter. This giant manor filled in with tons of great minifigures. A new Draco, a new Lucius, just great figures. But for $170 for a Star Wars set, there's Lego's price, and then there's Disney/Star Wars tax on top of that.
Star Wars tax, yep.
So the set is always, a Star Wars set is always at $170, will always be smaller and a little different compared to another theme. And that's the thing that Lego Star Wars fans, and I know it has to do with other licensing and all that as well, but that's the thing that people get mad about Lego Star Wars, because they see the value in other things. Because, I mean, think about this, actually. The Ewok Village is rumored to be around the same price as the Clone Turbo Tank.
Damn, yeah.
the Republic Juggernaut.
Ugh,
And is that worth 160? No, that's what
No.
people get mad about with Lego Star
that's
Wars.
a good point. Yeah.
It's like that, and it's right for people to have their You're like $160 turbo tank. That's going to be amazing, and then it's just smaller than any other turbo tank.
Yep, it was bad.
It's
Well, that's
smaller, and
well-
it's worse than any other turbo tank. It's like that's what with Lego Star Wars that people get mad about is like they see the value in these other things, but it's not attributed to Star Wars.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's a different conversation that I also have some things to say about. But
Oh,
I'll
boy.
just wrap up. I'll just kind of wrap up what I was saying. Is that if you're going to criticize something like what you were saying, Skywin, hypothetical complaints, are people that are going to complain about that, were they even hyping it up to begin with?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I know that everybody in the Lego community has their wishes. I want a Gazanti, either playset, mini scale, UCS, whatever. I want a new Gazanti. That's what I'm pushing for. But I don't think anybody really asks for anything anymore in the Lego Star Wars community because we all just kind of agree that it's probably going to be crap if Lego makes it. Real quick, I'm going to interrupt. We will answer your question very soon, Ryan, I promise. Just trying to wrap up this conversation first. So yeah, I don't think people ask for things anymore. Because occasionally you'll see it in the comments of people like this video saying like, "Oh, I've been asking Lego to make this," but it's like, ever since the 501st movement, I don't think the Lego Star Wars community has band together and was like, "Yep, we're gonna ask for this until it happens."
The only one that's consistent with asking, like, we want this, we want that for these types of sets is, I would say, the most, because Lego tends to usually get it pretty decently right with these, is people ask for UCS sets. That's about the only ask that we do anymore. But for play sets, we know it's going to be a mixed bag.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I think I'll wrap up what I was going to say with maybe a question to the audience. Have you ever hyped up a set that is coming out after you wanted it for a while, and then was disappointed when you got it in hand? Because like there's specific ways with that where I personally don't think it's worthy criticizing Lego. So I think you have to be really specific if you are going to criticize something that you've wanted and then hyped up.
Yeah. I don't think so, Copper. I don't think people... I feel like your best bet to getting Lego to maybe listen to you is when you do the little, review or whatever of the set in the instruction manual at the end where it's like, scan this, you can answer questions, like the little survey. And at the very end, they ask you, what would you like to see in the future? And so if you did like 100 of those surveys, you could put like a Gazanti, an Imperial Gazanti every single time. But it still probably wouldn't happen. But yeah, that is a good question, Mayo. Has anybody here hyped up wanting a set and then got it and then was like, this is disappointing because, it is Lego we're talking about.
So Ryansky says the Mandalore Battle Pack.
Yeah, silver visors. We've wanted a Mandalore Siege Mandalore Battle Pack for a while now, and then we finally get it. Lego's always good at doing Mandalorians, and then all of a sudden they're like, silver visors? Duh. I mean, the clones were going to be bad. We knew it, but it's like, come on. Anyways, to finally answer your question, Mr. Ryan, have you guys watched Maul? I have. I'm caught up to Maul Shadow Lord. I'm assuming Downey is too, right?
No, because I'm not a Star Wars fan, and I'm going to take a break to let you guys talk about that. I'm going to go and brush my teeth.
Yes.
Okay. Maul Shadow Lord has been just absolutely fantastic. I love it so far.
Oh, it's amazing. I've watched for my Disney Plus shows. I've watched all of Maul and I've watched all of Daredevil so far. So I'm caught up on everything, and
Invincible just wrapped up, huh?
Yeah, great. Invincible was great too. But Maul, really good show. and I'm very excited to see how it wraps up at season 1, because season 2 is already confirmed. I mean, it's already good.
It's been so great, the animation just spot on, the voice acting really good. Maul's my favorite Star Wars character, so I'm a little bit blinded by like nostalgia or whatever. That's not the right term, but like I'm gonna be a shill for Maul because I love Maul, and so like of course I'm gonna love this show. But I also love the Empire, and the Empire, is on Janix now, and it's just so flipping cool. I love the Empire.
Yeah. Oh, it was really good, and very excited to see more. But yeah, also I wanted to mention what Scott Davis and Copper are talking about. Yes, Ninjago is one of the hottest things of Lego right now. It is, and I fully agree. There will be more Ninjago on the channel later this year, because in May, of course, we're doing all Star Wars in May. So that's Skyrim's dream. So
no. Star Wars is hot. We're on Mustafar right now. Here's my hot take for the night. I always had to have one that's just like, oh my gosh, this guy really just say that. Star Wars would be the hottest theme if Harrison Dula had pupils, because then that'd be the hottest Star Wars minifigure ever.
Gotta hope for that Star Wars minifigure series.
If we get a Hera bust, oh my god.
A Hera bust, the next Sky bust. All right.
I'm gonna buy it early just so I can get it and be like, look at it.
You violate her empire.
OMG, did Skyrim really just say that? Yes, that's my goal every stream, is to make somebody say that.
Yes.
Animation, the lightsaber animation is very different in Maul, isn't it? Yes, it's beautiful. It's like fuzzy, like the lightsabers move like blah, blah, blah. It just looks so cool. I love it.
It is cool. Yeah.
Also, like just the little details that they have in the show, like Maul's lightsaber screams when he swings it. Sam recorded himself going ah and stuff when he swings his lightsaber, so then they put that audio over it. So if you listen to his lightsaber, it's basically screaming when he's swinging it. It's so cool. This show is just a labor of love. They poured so much love into it.
Well, I also the thing I love with the lightsaber too, and like you said there, it sounds like the lightsaber also, because it also sounds like the lightsaber is holding the rage of Maul, which is the screaming.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna change the subject. Scott works at Bricks and Minifigs, and he says he can count on his hands how many Star Wars sets. Yeah. I don't go to Bricks and Minifigs though. Otherwise, I'd buy every single set. I am actually planning to go to a Bricks and Minifigs where I live soon to see if I can sell or trade my Minecraft sets. And I'm already prepared. If they have a Gazanti, as long as it's brand new, sealed in the box, I'm walking out with that Gazanti. The one from 2015.
Sky, I gotta tell you one thing, and then I'll shush after this. My location, the new location here in I've said kind of where here in Nashville, it looks like they might have a Gazanti. I just wanted to let you know.
How much?
And I'm planning to go soon to check. So
how much? You know that meme with Fry from Futurama? Shut up and take my money. I need a brand new. It has to be brand new, sealed in the box. I don't buy used Lego. I'm better than that. I need a brand spanking new Imperial Gazanti. I think they call it Imperial Assault Carrier or something like that, but it's a Gazanti. I'm a nerd. It's a Gazanti. I love Imperial Gazantis, and I need one. Plus, it has that really hot Sabine minifigure, so like that's an added bonus. But it's about the Gazanti for me. I need it.
Yeah.
Unless Lego makes a new one, but at this rate, I know it's gonna happen. I'm finally gonna pull the trigger, buy it. It's I looked it up yesterday just for fun again. It's about in between $300-$500. I think it released for like $100, so that's kind of crazy. It basically doubled in price, tripled. But I'm like, I guess if I could get it for like $350, that wouldn't be horrible.
But
It'd be stupid, but it wouldn't be horrible. But
you
like,
gotta
if I
think
buy
about
it and then they make a new one, I'm gonna be pissed unless the old one is better, kind of like the Star Destroyer.
But you got to think about this though, Skyrim. You won't be getting like an Agent Callus or like or like that specific version.
I already have Agent Callus, but the Sabine
Yeah.
minifigure would be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't get those exact figures. So.
That's true. Yep, you're like the devil on my shoulder. Yeah, it's fine. Just get it. Yeah.
Oh.
Boba Fett seriously. Yeah. Like a bantha is good. No, thank you. Skyren, you're always pissed, so what's new? Good point, Mr. Copper. That's a good point. What am I pissed about? I don't even know. Did I say I was pissed about something? I'm always so pissed that I don't even remember. You like bananas? Me too. Potassium. Get the bananas.
Hearing, I know, Sky's been a little, he's been mad at Lego Star Wars recently. Hearing him talk good about Lego Star Wars, it's like something you never.
Yeah.
Is this an X-File? Is this Skyrim?
You know what? I'm gonna say it now, just so Lego listens. If we get actually, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say that because then that'll happen. I'm not saying it.
Listen to us. No, I'm joking.
Hello. I don't know how to say your name because I'm terrible at reading. Emilido.
Mamado. Mamado.
I can't read. I missed something apparently. This one. When Emma doesn't approve, is going back. No. I don't know.
Well, because M&R brought up a good point about the Brixie situation. He said, everything Brixie would want to do and wants to do, he could still do while in LAN. He could just say, I don't want to do as many reviews to Lego. That's what his point was.
Yeah.
He's like, you could have stayed and gotten everything for your city and the things you want to do, but still stay in LAN. That's what M&R didn't understand was, he could still get the same stuff from them, but not have to do not have to do as many reviews that he doesn't want to do or all that. Yeah, I mean, he could deny sets, but there we go. That's it.
I don't ever want to join LAN, even though it's like, are you stupid? It would be free Lego because it seems like being a trader. I know it sounds dumb because, like I said, free Lego, but if I join LAN, I wouldn't be able to complain as much as I do, which maybe that would be a good thing. But I want to be honest. I want to be truthful. If something sucks, I'm going to say it sucks. I'm not going to beat around the bush like the LAN members do, or just not even acknowledge it and hope nobody says anything. That's just not right to me. I think that you should be able to give your honest opinions. And so if I'm ever fortunate enough to be able to be rich because maybe YouTube starts paying me or something and I can be honest, that's where I want to go. I don't want to do it for free and have to lie, essentially.
Okay, I'm back.
Skyrim talking nice about Lego Star Wars, that just means that the drugs are finally kicking in. I took my medicine today.
There are people who can easily pay you off if they offer the right money.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely forgot you were here, Mayo. You got quiet for so long. I forgot you were still here. Welcome back.
It was only 10 minutes or something.
It's long enough for my brain to forget. Did you smash your head into your keyboard just now?
What, me?
No, Ryan. Just bam.
Okay.
What's your
my
favorite Star
Wars alien is probably it's probably one of the dead-eyed looking aliens in Mos Eisley. I forget the species name.
If you
And
show
it's
me a
definitely-
picture, I could tell you.
And it's definitely not the all creative name of Yoda's species.
Yeah. I bet Bounty knows what my favorite alien from Star Wars is. You want to take a guess?
Twi'lek.
Yes, sir. The Twi'leks.
I'm gonna go to Wikipedia and see if I can find
I like the Twi'leks.
and see if I can find some of the aliens that are there.
What's your favorite alien? Oh, he says the Tusken. Tuskens are cool. How about you, Scott Davis and Copper, and anybody else watching? What's your favorite alien from Star Wars? Assuming you know how to spell it, because I also like Zavrax, but I don't know how to spell Zavrak. My favorite alien monster is an Accolade. I like Accolades. Skyren is my favorite alien. I'm an alien? Wow! So cool. I'm honored.
I can't find specifics, but there were some pretty dead-eye looking aliens who are drinking in the booths at the cantina.
This comment is brilliant. Skyrim, your favorite character in Maul is definitely Devin. I will say, Maul is still my favorite character in Maul Shadowlord, but it is awesome to see a Twi'leks with Maul, you know. And, you know, it's possible that she's going to become Darth Revan. Not Revan. What's her name? I'm drawing a blank.
Devin.
No, what's the character that she's probably going to become from the next?
Oh, Darth Talon.
Talon, thank you. I don't think they're going to call her Darth Talon, especially not the Darth part, because Maul's not considered a Sith. Like, he's a dark side user, but he's not a Sith anymore. Like, he doesn't go by Darth Maul, he goes by Maul. So, like, if he has an apprentice, if he does twist her to the dark side, she's going to be like that character, but she's not actually going to be called Darth Talon, you know?
Yeah.
But it's highly, like, rumored or implied, I guess. So, but it's awesome to have a Twi'leks with my favorite character.
Yeah. And so Bounty, you were saying something earlier that I said, let's get into a conversation about that before we talked about the Mole.
I want to say something real quick. I'm really bad at reading chat tonight. I keep seeing things and then it's like an hour later I can finally get to it. Scott Davis says the Mando movie is predicted to do poorly at the box office. I don't know why people are so like, oh, I'm not going to watch it. It's so dumb. It's like, come on, give it a chance. It might be good, you know? I'm not like crazy, super, ultra, mega hyped up for it, but I'm going to go see it and I think it's going to be good. So I'm like, unless you don't want to see it, then, you know, don't waste your money. But I'm like, go see it. Go support Star Wars. Go, you know, because what if it ends up being really good? You know, the goal is that we can get Star Wars back in theaters every year. It's been since 2019 that we had a Star Wars movie in theaters. So I feel like we should band together and give them our money. Maybe this is a terrible idea. And then see what happens. You know, I think it has potential to be a good movie.
Well, Sky, they went 16 years in between theaters from the original trilogy to the prequels, and then they went another. Then they went another 8 years between movies in the theaters from the prequels to the sequels. So
Disney doesn't count.
It's
like
June, and last year we were supposed to get part 1 of the Rian Johnson trilogy, as if that was ever going to happen.
See, now that would make sense. If that movie was happening, I'd be like, yeah, boycott that shit. It's going to be awful. But I'm like, if you liked The Mandalorian season 1, 2, and 3, mostly 1 and 2, I feel like the movie's going to be good. I do. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Like, I'm not super hyped for it, but I do think it'll be good.
Yeah.
I think it'll be better than season 3.
Yeah.
You know.
So Bounty, you were saying something about get your expectations depending on the price or the minifigures or something.
I said for Lego Star Wars, you shouldn't get your expectations up for the price, because it's like the price is not what you're really paying for.
Oh wait, I remember what you were saying now. Is
You
that comparing a $170 Star Wars set, i.e. the Ewok Village, even
Did I lag out, or did you guys lag out? What happened? Sorry.
Even $160 for the clone turbo tank compared to the Harry Potter Malfoy Manor, which was only $140, and how there's more stuff in that, and how you bring up the Disney tax and etc., which Jane Wicks has debunked over and over and over again, by the way. That kind of goes back to where, well, like, even if you're going to bring up the licensing that that Lego has to pay to Disney for the story concept and the name, image, and likeness to George Lucas, because George Lucas has the rights to some of the characters that Disney haven't sought to acquire. Well, that's also saying, like, well, you can also put it in the same boat with Harry Potter, which there's less of a demand for Harry Potter sets than there are Star Wars sets. Even with Lord of the Rings, there's less of a demand for that, and there's less of a demand for Marvel and DC as there is in Star Wars.
Star Wars is a bigger franchise, though. You gotta keep that in mind.
But what I'm saying with Harry Potter is they still have to pay the licensing, the name, image, and likeness to J.K. Rowling and whoever.
Yeah, but Star Wars is a bigger brand, so they're gonna ask for more money.
I'm getting to that because you're making a good point with that, Sky. They also have to pay the licensing to Warner Brothers, with like Spider-Man, they have to pay the license to the estate of Stan Lee for the name, image, and likeness, and then they have to pay the storyboard rights or whatever to both Disney and Sony, and it's like those sets are never as expensive as a Star Wars set. So, or there's not as much value in those as there is Star Wars. And I think something that people will miss, and what you brought up, Sky, is that because there's so much more of a demand for Star Wars sets, is that Lego knows they can get away with charging more for them.
And that's part of the Star Wars tax.
Is it a tax, or is it the market working?
There's a fine line between a bunch of different reasons, and like General Grievous is a great example. The minifigure, there's the Grievous tax is what we call it. Every time we get Grievous, which is pretty rare it seems, but those sets are always super expensive because it's a pretty decent mold, and I guess it probably costs more to make, and they know that people want it, so hey, we could charge more. And I would argue that people want it, we can charge more is also included with the tax of saying, we had to charge more because we had to pay off license and all this crap. So it's kind of in the same area, in my opinion.
So when they brought back Jedi Bob, was that set more expensive than what you think it should have been?
Remind me again how much it was. Was that set $50 or $40, Mayo? Or Bounty?
I want to say it was 40.
What set?
The Jedi Bob Starfire. Do you remember how much it was? I feel like that was actually a pretty reasonable price set.
Wait, which one?
The Starfire Jedi Bobs, the red one.
Oh, 40. Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
I feel like that was actually a pretty decent set. So not every single set is going to be like extra expensive just because people want it. It seems like it depends on what it is, They might have
Yeah.
known, hey, not a lot of people know who Jedi Bob is, only the hardcore fans do, and the people that will watch the show. So maybe that's why they didn't hike up the price as much.
So maybe a better example would be, or what about the set that we released, Cad Bane? What was that
The
price
Justifier?
like? Yeah.
Or this
was
year
that
with the Cobb Vanth Speeder. Because both sets were overpriced, and it's probably because people want those minifigures. Like the Cobb Vanth Speeder from this year is a prime example. It's like $35 for that little speeder. It should have been probably $25. But they hiked up the price because those minifigures are really good, and they knew people would want them.
Exactly, and therefore they're going to charge more for it because there's a demand for those characters.
Yep. And I feel like, maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but I feel like the quote-unquote demand for something is safe to say, yeah, include that in the, oh, there's a Star Wars tax, because they know that we want something, especially when we've been asking for it for a long time. The 501st Battle Pack is like probably the best example you could ever imagine. You know, we were asking for a Battle Pack. At that point in time, Battle Packs were $15. Well, Lego finally gives us one, and it's $30. They doubled the price. Now, they did make the set bigger than a standard Battle Pack, but they knew, oh, people want this, well, then they had to pay $30 for it, you know? And they knew that because people wanted it, people were going to buy a bunch. And so if you buy 3, that's $90 in their pocket, you know? I really do think that, yes, Lego is guilty of charging more than they should, and on top of that, charging more because there's demand for things. But I guess you could also say that, well, then the Star Wars fans are stupid for buying them because, you know, we do.
Yeah, because like the whole Nubs situation.
I mean, you could use last year as an example, too. I keep coming up with ideas. The Turbo Tank, you know, is a good example. We've been asking for Galactic Marine minifigures for like, what, 20 years now? We finally get Galactic Marines, and Lego locks them behind a $160 paywall. You know? It's like, what the heck? I think Lego thought, oh, we can charge $160 for this because people are going to want those Galactic Marines. But people are smart enough to be like, no, I'll save my money or just buy like one on eBay, you know?
Yeah, the only thing I would say that I do disagree with, and I don't mean to be like, you know, the only thing I disagree with is that some of the themes listed aren't as popular as Star. I disagree with that, and that the same problems don't affect other themes like Star Wars. I disagree with that as well, because I do buy other themes, and Marvel is very getting similar to that in terms of pricing and structure. But also, like, I know there's different factors, but I personally would say Harry Potter is more popular than Star Wars. Maybe not for their sales, but it is in terms of the care and love that is put into Harry Potter and other themes compared to Star Wars. That
just means they have better designers and like a team.
Yeah, but I also think they sell pretty good, and that may not as good as Star Wars, but I think Star Wars has dropped.
Part of it too is Lego has been just like in the toilets for the last few years, last year and this year with Smart Play especially, that a lot of people are stepping away from Lego Star Wars too.
Exactly.
And that's gonna tank numbers, right? Like Smart Play is dying. They're not selling because people are smart enough to be like, no, we don't want this crap. You know, and unfortunately, that's going to take a hit on Star Wars or Lego Star Wars as a brand instead of just something else. But I agree, Copper. I know people have been asking for a hospital. Is there a reason why Lego won't do it, or is it just because they're being stupid? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Lego only is mean to us Star Wars fans, but it seems like when the community bands together and asks for something, when Lego finally does it, they kind of do it like in a scummy way. Like they might make a hospital for modular collectors someday, but it might be like double the price or something. You know, they might be like, "Hey, here's a $800 modular set. Have fun." You know, I doubt they would do that. But what's up, Loop De Loop? How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, I mean, I see Harry Potter fans more enthusiastic about that franchise than I do Star Wars fans enthusiastic about their franchise right
Because
now.
they get nice stuff.
Even
Little
though
Star Wars
there's
fans
a
wouldn't
bunch of
complain as
people
much if we
complaining
actually
about
got more care.
even though there's a bunch of people complaining about the new HBO TV series.
Which one?
There-
Oh yeah, the new TV series is going to be dog crap.
Really?
I'm not even going to touch it. Like,
I
nope.
mean, there's.
I'm not
I've seen
huge on
people-
Harry Potter, but like,
The biggest thing I've seen people complaining about it is the actor that plays Hagrid.
Who?
what happened? TV go dark.
That's not the biggest thing.
Well, maybe I'm not hearing the right people, but when it got announced, a lot of people were complaining about the actor that's playing Hagrid.
Yeah, he looks stupid. I'm not touching that show with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, the biggest thing right now is like the biggest thing all over the internet has been Snape. Is because because literally, if they do the flashbacks of Black Snape of James and Sirius, throwing him up onto a tree, you're literally lynching a black guy. That's what the new series did.
Well, yeah, I did hear that the actor playing Snape is Black British.
I don't want to touch any of these new franchises. We're getting new Lord of the Rings movies too, and you know, The Hunt for Gollum sounds kind of interesting because it's directed by, like, I think Andy Serkis, or at least he's helping to write the movie.
He's directing, yeah.
I'm just like, come on, do we really need more Lord of the Rings movies? And I don't think they have the original cast for like anyone but Andy Serkis as Gollum. So,
it's kind of like it's kind of like the reboot of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Everyone was complaining that they got a new cast.
I'm okay with reboots when it's straight up supposed to be a reboot. This is supposed to be like a prequel to the actual movies.
Yep.
But with what I was saying with the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, do you remember when #NotMyRoderick was trending because the actor who they recast as Roderick did not look anything like what Roderick was even drawn like in the books?
Yeah, I remember.
That's the same problem people are having with both Hagrid and Snape in this new HTTP.
It doesn't need to exist. Now, I know I literally just said I'm okay with reboots, and I guess this is technically a reboot because it's remaking the stories, but it's just stupid. And yeah, I agree, Copper. If you read the J.K. Rowling books, there's no proof of that, so it's just stupid. They've been pushing for that for a while, though, now, like with some plays and other things where they make Snape. And I don't really think that that's a bad thing necessarily. Like, race swapping is kind of stupid, let's be real.
No, well,
but if it's done right, who cares? But it doesn't need to happen.
Mm-hmm. But I heard people say, like, if it was some unknown character, right? Like a Susan Bones or like one of the Hogwarts students that doesn't really get a lot of time in the books either way, that wouldn't really matter. But Snape is like one of the most important characters. And then you literally, I'm just going to say one more example. What does Harry do to Snape throughout all of Harry Potter? He's like, I don't trust him. I don't trust that guy.
Yeah.
He's evil. You're literally making the black dude look
Oh
evil.
no, the black guy stole the thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, come on. Yeah, so people are gonna cry that this is racist. So yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
And yet the reason why they would have race swapped was to give opportunity to a black actor. But yet they're going to ignore some of the connotations that comes along with the character
It's so true. They're trying to fight racism by being like, oh, well, let's race swap characters and let's have Snape be a black guy, which I don't have an issue with that in that case. But yeah, people are going to cry, oh, this show is racist because the black guy's like being targeted. You know, it's not going to be good.
And not only by Harry Potter fans who are more concerned about the lore of whatever. People who aren't interested in Harry Potter are going to have something to complain about as well.
Yeah, it's just dumb. I don't think it looks good at all, period. Like any of the things I've seen, not just the fact that, they're race swapping Snape and Hagrid looks bad. Like, the show just in general just doesn't need to happen, in my opinion, and I'm not going to touch it. But I'm also not a huge Harry Potter fan. I've only seen the movies like once or twice.
I'll watch it only because I want to review it, but that's it.
I'm also scared that it's going to be like the Rings of Power shit, whereas, like, this is garbage. Like, this does not need to happen. I think Rings of Power Season 3 got announced the other day, and it's like, oh, God, they're still going.
They're still going, yeah.
I'm not touching Season 3. You know, I kind of liked Season 1. I thought it had potential. I thought, it's different, but I was like, I kind of enjoy it. But then Season 2 was just so garbage, and I'm like, nope, I'm not touching the show anymore.
Do you remember when we tried, like, we were going to try and do it, and we were both like, we're done with this?
Yeah. I think you also made me realize how bad it was, because we talked about it, and you were like, yeah, this is bad. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. Normally, I'm the one that convinces you something is bad, but in that case, you convinced me it's bad.
Well, it's because, it's like, I think because it's like, you see, like, when we're on here talking about stuff, you know, it's like, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so when I was like, this don't feel right, something's off with this, it's like, and I heard other people's complaints about it too. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but
No.
But that's how pop culture is today. You gotta just find something that's good.
That movie is so buns. What movie? Hello, is it Benjamin Studios? Hello. But the OG3 movies, wait, what? No hate on the actors, but the OG3 movies were 20 times better than the long haul. What movie are you talking about? I'm confused. Are you talking about the Lord of the Rings? Yeah, Rings of Power. Rings of Power had good acting, sure. The actors did a good job, but, well, most of them.
That's from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Sky.
Oh, same. Yeah, the original movies were better. Dog Days was a really good one. I don't know. I'm not cultured in my movies enough. I only watch Star Wars and the Marvel movies and Pixar. Like, I saw Pixar's Hoppers the other day. It's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, I was planning to go see it. I just haven't yet.
Remember to leave a like and subscribe, everybody. I set a like goal for 13 likes today. Can we get to 13 likes? It's hot in Mustafar. That should be, we should come up with like code words that mean things so we can say it. If people say it, then they get like something special. Does that make sense? So code word today is it's hot in Mustafar. I don't know what the code means, but first person to put it in the comments gets a shout out. Hello, Owen Brick Studios. Hello. How's it going? It's going good. It's hot in Mustafar. Potato! Yay! I like potatoes. Thank you for the potato. You're my friend now.
But yeah, it's
I'm getting pretty tired from this bust, huh? Man, you've been working on this bust
right
for
now,
an hour.
Listen, right now I am loving the bust. I'm loving busting right now.
Oh yeah.
There you go, Sky.
I can't wait to get my bust.
Oh no, I'm joking.
I'm joking too. No. You gotta go. Well, thanks for subbing and watching for a little bit. Appreciate you. Remember to
Like,
leave a
so
like and all that.
thank you.
And we'll see you next week for another Star Wars stream. I'm so happy we're finally just doing Star Wars again for a while.
For a little bit.
Tonight
yes.
was actually supposed to be a Harry Potter stream, but screw Harry Potter, am I right? And we got this beautiful bust early, so we gave Harry Potter the shaft, and now we won't be seeing that set until like
June.
what, June? Yeah. So because the plan was all of May is Star Wars sets, because May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day, but also kind of like Star Wars month.
And may the 4th be with you too.
Yes, Revenge of the 5th is my favorite though. And
I need to look at the calendar.
so yeah, Star Wars month. We're doing all Star Wars sets next month, and it starts this week.
I go back to class on May the 4th be with you.
Ah, bummer. Well, at least May the 4th will be with you. You know what you should campaign for? Mayo the 4th be with you. Or is that
See,
cheesy?
there's a whole bunch of puns I can do with my name if I really want to. I've also teased the name that I should rename the month of May, put a dash and then O at the end. May O.
May. Oh. Something else that isn't selling is Harry Potter. Oh. Yeah. I don't like Harry Potter.
Why does then Lego? Well, actually no. I think Lego recently listed that Harry Potter isn't a top 5 theme anymore. It was from like 2020 to 2024. But I think because they started recycling some of the same sets, some people lost interest in it.
Yeah, everybody makes fun of Star Wars. Oh, all they get is gray blob. So I feel like with Harry Potter, all they get is Hogwarts castles.
I gotta say, like, I love this bust.
I can't hear that without laughing.
Listen, this bust makes me feel really good right now, Sky.
You must bust not.
But seriously, like, the design of this compared to the helmet set to me is just better.
Can you move the head, or is it like solid to the shoulders, always looking straight? Like, can you turn his head but keep the shoulders straight? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I gotta get this bust. I really like it. I didn't like it at first, but I'm sold on it now.
It twists all the body twist and the head twist separate. So yep,
that's pretty cool.
So you can have him be like,
nice build.
Hey.
I don't really like the busts. I don't like
helmet sets are better.
Yeah, helmets
will always be, but I'm okay with busts. They're growing on me. They're growing on me like a fungus.
I think it would be better if they made bobblehead sets.
It is nice that it comes with a figure, Owen, but it's rumored that we're getting an Imperial Remnant Trooper helmet from the Mando and Grogu movie later this year, I think like in the summer. Now's their chance to include a minifigure. They already have the minifigure. It'd probably be the same from the ATRT attack, maybe with like arm printing. That would be really cool. So
I think it would be better if they made like an upscaled brick head instead of the busts with more accurate proportions.
Well, actually, Sky, is highlight Hoarder's comment before Scott Davis's stuff.
Which one? This one?
No. Hoarder.
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 There we go. The Vader buildable figure comes out. Actually, I did want to let everyone know, because next week is May 1st. From the rumors and the leakers, that is actually the Vader figure will be coming out in June as well.
No.
Oh yeah, we're getting a buildable figure. Huh?
No, it's not going to be May 1st. It's going to be May 2nd.
The Vader?
Is when this stream is. That's going to be May 2nd.
Next week we're doing the N1 Starfighter on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, so what time on Friday?
Our normal time. It'll just be on Friday.
Okay, so are you guys buying that on day one or something? Or
He is. He's getting the N1 Starfighter. We're going to do it live. We might have 3 parts if need be, and that would be on a Sunday. But for sure, we're doing Friday and Saturday. So next week, we're actually doing a stream basically a day early.
Yeah, because a UCS set will probably take 2 days.
Yeah.
That one.
And it's just more fun that way because we'll do it on the day it comes out.
We'll have that set in hand.
It will probably take 3 hours to do part 1 and maybe like another 2 or 3 to do part 2.
I was waiting for M&R, so I don't know if he's going to get it early or not, but
he will. He'll probably have it out by like sometime soon. Like maybe not as early as like sometimes, but I bet he already has it.
Yeah, because if you're doing stuff on Friday, I might have to check it out.
I know he did. I know he has the Dark Saber. He went to a Lego factory and stole it. No, I'm joking. Did you see the comments? They said he stole this from the Lego factory.
Someone might have, it's entirely possible. I would hope that M&R wouldn't buy something if he knew it was stolen. But if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. But also, how did he get that Death Star box? I'm pretty sure someone stole that from a factory and M&R bought it. I think M&R bought it like for $1,000 or something. It's like you bought an empty box for $1,000 just to make a gag video like 3 weeks before the Death Star.
It was $700. I remember.
It was funny though.
Well, speaking of just buying a box, have you heard the news about those people who buy Lego, take the sets out of the bags, reseal the bags with pasta inside, and return the earth?
It happened at ND. He's asking him. Yeah, it happened at ND not too long ago. I remember him telling me last time I talked to him, he bought was it the Malevolence or whatever that says called, like General Grievous Clone Wars set.
Yeah.
And he bought it at some kind of convention. I don't know which one. And he said that like one of the bags just was full of pasta. I'm like, that sucks. Because I guess like pasta sounds like Lego pieces when you shake it or something. Because like if you took all the pieces out and filled it up with something that doesn't make like the same like clinking noise that like Lego does, you would obviously be able to tell. So I guess pasta's the closest thing. But that's just such a scummy, awful thing to do, And that's gonna make it harder for people to trust buying Lego.
Especially if it's sealed at a convention where you don't get a receipt and there's no return policy.
It's scary. Like if I ever buy a brand new like Gazanti that I keep talking about and it has pasta in it, oh my gosh, I would have a heart attack. That would be it.
Would you want your Gazanti sealed or would you open it?
Well, I'm gonna open it if I buy one. I'm not about to spend $500 on a set and keep it sealed.
Okay, you know what I do and I'm gonna buy it from a reputable source. But if I find it for you, I'll just cut the tabs and see if if everything's there.
Yeah, it's scary. It's sad too. Like you shouldn't have to worry about that, but people are such scumbags.
Yeah, I don't think a Bricks and Minifigures would do that, but so
not if the person that sold it to them did it,
Exactly. Yeah, true.
But Bricks and Minifigs is probably good enough to be able to tell if a box has been tampered with. It's mostly buying on like eBay, Mercari, like third seller markets or whatever, or conventions like Mayo was talking about. Because then you can't get like a receipt and get a refund,
Yeah.
Especially if you live like on the other side of the ocean or something.
Like me.
Yes. From Australia, the land down under.
That honestly makes me not want to buy. Like when I next go to a convention in the US, which will probably be it will be in Utah. It makes me not want to buy sets sealed from the past 10 years or so, knowing that it could have pasta in it.
Well, that's the thing I was about to say is like I would only buy a sealed set from someone if I knew they were reliable. Like I knew like these guys are cool. Like if it was like M&R or like the Brick Show or something, like, I'd be fine with getting some from them. I trust that. But if it was anyone else, no, no, because it's like M&R and like I know they have that new shop like the Brick Show shop and stuff, but it's like them I could trust because that's their living. It's how they make their money. But anyone else, no, it has to be someone I trust or something like that. But yeah.
Johnny G has a question for you, Mayo. He wants a shout out. I think that's supposed to say shout out.
Shout out.
It looks like a bad word, basically.
But yeah, I'm planning to try and do more Lego conventions.
You see,
my
whole life. Oh, sorry. What?
My friends invited me to one last year down here, and I had something like the week after it, or week after. Like it was like I was gonna be spending a lot of money anyway. It's like I didn't feel like I could go. So I was like, maybe next time.
Yep.
But
my whole life I've been well, I'm only going to buy brand new Lego because I don't trust used. But now I'm like, maybe buying used is better because then you can actually see what you're going to get, assuming that the person's still legit and sends all of that to you. When you buy a brand spanking new sealed in the box set, it might be tampered with. I feel like there's probably ways you can tell because it's pretty obvious if you cut the tape and tape over it with other tape. Lego has that distinct kind of tape with the black lines on it, right? So, and obviously if you take a knife and cut the glue, you'll be able to tell. But the problem is you can't tell if a box has been open if it's just a picture on eBay,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I hope that never happens, but I feel like you just got to trust the right people and look at reviews and stuff. Like if you go on eBay and buy a set or planning to buy a set from somebody, look at the other reviews. If even just one person's complaining, "Oh, I bought this set and there was pasta inside," then it's probably going to happen to you too, right? You just got to have good judgment on that stuff. If they're a top-rated seller with good reviews and stuff, you're probably fine.
Yeah, but also to say about upcoming Lego is just for everyone to know. We got some new reports today from people that insiders and stuff that know stuff about Lego. That it looks like we're probably going to get around 5 sets for June.
Oh dang! Why are we getting June sets right after May when we're going to be spending a bunch of money? That's dumb. But what? Okay. Guess he's gone. That was weird. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Mayo, do you have anything you want to say before we go? Oh, you're back.
What?
Okay, I think someone's in the room talking to him. So, but we're going to end it here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, all that jazzeroni and cheese. And we'll see you next week for... What are we doing next week? Let me see if I can remember. I'm just going to check. Give me a sec. I know we're doing another Star Wars set. We're doing Star Wars for the whole month of May. Oh, I know the answer to this. We're doing the N1 Starfighter. So we'll see you guys on Friday for that. And then we'll have part 2 on Saturday. So we'll do our normal Saturday, but we're doing it a day early. Oh, you're back.
Yeah. And then it's like, we might have a busy June too, because from what I've heard, it's going to be the Imperial Shuttle, the AT-AT. I think Rada, the Hutton robot or whatever that pack is.
I'm going to bust.
Yeah, and then the Boba Fett statue and the buildable Darth Vader are all rumored for June 1st. So,
Gosh. Well, I thought last year was expensive, and I guess this year's going to be about the same.
well, I'm thinking we might get a smaller August wave if they're going all out with April, May, and June. Because the Vader,
I just hate when they do June waves because it's like we just had May, and May just had the May 4th promos, and now you're doing June sets, and it's like, oh my gosh, we just spent a bunch of money, we just got a bunch of cool GWPs. You should have waited longer or included it with the May stuff, you know? I feel like they do that on purpose so that way you can't get too much good stuff. Just like the Mando sets are actually releasing tomorrow. But
yep, and
by the May 1st, you know?
And this bus too is releasing tomorrow.
Yeah, by the May 1st. Do not buy these sets tomorrow. That would be really stupid. You would be missing out on double points and a polybag and a Darksaber.
So Johnny, what were you saying about Pastor Jensen?
Wait, what?
What was Johnny saying about Pastor Jensen?
I have no idea. That's all he said. So, but I'm gonna end it here. I think we should end here. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, I'll be live in half an hour.
All right. So everybody go check out Mayo's channel if you're not subbed to him, so you can see his live stream in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and you guys are invited if you want.
Bounty, you want to say anything before we go?
Oh yeah, I just want to say one quick thing. That's all. Like Sky said, May 1st and May 2nd, so kind of like that May the 4th weekend type deal. We will be, of course, doing the M1 Starfighter, and also I did want to say one more thing. I told Sky I tell him this at the end or like during the stream. Didn't really get to talk about it. On May 1st, I'm also getting one more set, Sky. This is the other one I'm planning. I am planning to get the 4x points TIE Interceptor.
Oh, it's a beautiful, wonderful set. Honestly, the Interceptor's better than the N1 Starfighter. Fight me, you know. I love the Interceptor. The Interceptor is one of my top 5 favorite UCS sets. So I definitely recommend it. And for 4x points, hell yeah, and the Darksaber. And you'll get an extra polybag, so it's like, yeah. Only $500 for both, but that's okay. But actually, probably $600 tax, right?
Yeah, only $10,000. That's not so bad.
Yep, the money is always right. So, anyways, have a fantastic day. We'll see you guys next week. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, all that jazzeroni and cheese, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.